Hey, I'm Jenna Lentz interviewing my mom about her job. So, can you explain your profession?
Yes, I am a cardiac ICU nurse at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I work with children that have congenital heart defects, um, and I also work in the ECMO department, which is another subspecialty of nursing.
What are your hours?
I work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
What educational background is needed to perform this profession?
I went to college, and then I went on to do a certification in critical care nursing. I also have my pediatric advanced life support, my ECMO specialty certification, and also a specialty in advanced cardiac life support.
Uh, do you speak Spanish in your job? When? If not, would you use it if you could speak it?
I do not speak Spanish in my job, but we do use Spanish interpreters very often. We in Atlanta are getting a lot of Spanish speaking families in there more and more, and it is something necessary to have.
Would the use of Spanish in your profession benefit you or your business? How?
Well, it would benefit us, and we do use the interpreters quite often, and actually we need more of them. And it would help if more of the nurses knew Spanish.
Mm. Do you distribute information about your profession in Spanish?
Not per se about my profession, but about what I do with the kids. We have handbooks that are made for the cardiac families, and we put them in both English and in Spanish. Also, discharge teaching sheets to explain to the parents how to take care of their children once they get home. And they are also in English and in
Spanish. Okay. If you spoke Spanish, does this profession exist in a Spanish-speaking country? Would that be something you ever considered? Why or why
not? It is in Spanish-speaking countries too, and a lot of third world countries where they speak Spanish, nurses go over there to try and help them teach how to care for the children, and it would be something that I would be interested, but not until my children are grown and able to care for
themselves. These are some non-work related questions. Have you ever traveled to the U.S., outside the U.S.? Where did you have any encounters in which it would have been beneficial to speak another language?
The only other country I've gone to is the Bahamas, but I would love to go even further. The Bahamas, you didn't speak Spanish, but I did live near Miami in South Florida for a long time, and that was kind of like living in a Spanish-speaking country.
Okay. In your opinion, what holds people back from learning another language? At what point do you feel that learning a new language is a priority?
Well, I think time takes a lot of it, and unfortunately they're taking the Spanish out of the elementary schools, which doesn't help the situation, and that is time and money. So I think it would be beneficial if people learned a second language. In Georgia, it's becoming more of a necessity.
Did you take a foreign language in high school?
Yes, I took Spanish in high school, but only 2 years.
What do you remember from the class?
Honestly, I remember the word for volleyball was bully ball because I just thought that was funny. That's about it. I can say really short sentences, but nothing meaningful.
If you had to go back and take the class again now, do you think you would approach it differently?
Yes, definitely. I definitely think I would be taking things a lot more seriously and try and learn the language.
Okay, thank you.
Thank